And it seems that predominantly they're upper middle class men. Did you want to focus solely on that group, or?
Uh, I wouldn't say that they're upper class men. I would. Um, if you look at the geography, like the social economic geography of Seoul, it's based in two parts. There's Gangbuk and there's Gangnam. So Gangbuk is north of Han River, and Gangnam is south of Han River. So I did most of my field research in Gangbuk, where I had an office tel near Gwanghwamun, which is one of the central neighborhoods in northern part of Seoul. And so most of my interviews were conducted with men that I had recruited online. So Gangnam is considered, you guys probably know Gangnam Style, right? The song.
Yeah.
So it's a very rich part of town. Gangbuk is much older, but my pool of informants were drawn from mostly Gangnam, but also from Gangbuk, but also from Gangnam. So most of I would say there was some cross representation in terms of class, not upper class, I wouldn't say. So more middle class or lower class, I would say.
But many of them aspired to find someone upper class, is what it seems, or I mean at least the upper middle class.
According to my informants, yes. The thing about gay men is there are two. I mean, I guess that's what I'm arguing in that chapter on hookups on Iban City.
Yeah.
For gay men, there are two things that are very important. One is the body, and number two, for gay men, the most important thing is the body, right? And Korean gay men say, oh, the body is the most important because gay men are ultimately men. So when you say gay, it's men meeting other men. So with two men meeting, they probably have some kind of economic, I mean, they're both economically employed. So what they're really privileging is their own sexual desire. And so when you have one man and one woman meeting in a heterosexual relationship, it's very gendered forms of attraction. So the men are looking for women who are pretty, and the women are looking for men who are economically stable. So because you have two men, they say, oh, you're both looking for, guys who are sexy, right? But then recently, especially with neoliberal reforms, where you do have this widening class gaps, and many men who are economically insecure, they're saying that nowadays, I mean, upper class men want to meet other upper class men, and lower class men want to meet upper class men. So the most important two factors right now for determining sexuality in South Korea is body and money. So, I mean, that's what they say. I mean,
at least amongst a certain age group. I mean, I know you focus on...
no, that's a very important point.
Yeah, it was kind of depressing. I mean, the three chapters that you gave us, and then it just painted kind of a very bleak picture. But no, I liked it a lot. I mean, I guess I'm more interested in kind of stories of younger 20-somethings, and they're kind of, I guess just because that's my own age. But yeah, that's what we have access to.
How do you think the 20-year-olds would be different?
Well, I think the money components. I agree that body looks, but I would disagree on the money part, I guess.
In what sense?
In the sense that that age range often has not. I mean, I guess they would be looking upwardly mobile. Yeah, I guess I got to think about that point again. Yeah.
I mean, it is this idea that someone in their 20s. Maybe, there's time. You know what I mean? So there's time to privilege body over financial situation, and then that probably shifts as you get into someone in their 30s, especially in light of Korean society. So,
Mm-hmm.
So I think there will be a difference, but
Oh yeah, no, I totally agree, because I think you're both absolutely right, because I mean with the idea of youth, right?
Yeah.
And there's the idea of potential, right? And when everyone is at, in university and college, right? Of course, they're still stratified in terms of the ranking of the schools, right? But then there's the unformed potential that youth itself symbolizes. And so, yeah, very much, I think the body becomes, satisfying your carnal desires becomes privileged, So, but then by the time you're 40s, it doesn't matter really how good looking you are. Because if you're 40 and you're, you don't have a certain class standing, right? You're considered, I mean, it's like you're considered like quote unquote pathetic, right, in Korean society, according to one of my informants, right? You need to have a certain economic securities. And also, yeah, when you're younger, you can use your appearance as a form of capital, right? So you can ask older people to buy you things, right? And there's that kind of economic exchange within the sexual market that's not possible, I think, when you're older. So I think you're absolutely right.